Welcome back to that Harddrive Productions again, and sure, today I've got some cool stuff that arrived. Beamz got back to me and said they've got a light for me that they want me to unbox. Now, I'm quite a big fan of Beamz lighting. There's other lights I like as well, but you know, Beamz have been creating a big range of lights, and I like where they're going and so on, and they've really improved in the quality of their product. So, let's see what they brought me this time. And here we go. They sent me the FUZE range. This is a 75 watt LED beam. Yeah, into beam lights, that's a new thing, isn't it? Nee, just like 10, 20 lights, maybe even too cool. You've got your beams going, it looks so cool. So they sent me this one. So I thought, nice guys, thank you, sending it to me. And I will unbox it, brand new, not even open. Then I said, no, wait. There's a range in the FUZE range. This is the beam. Then I said, you gotta load this too. And there we go. Nice moving wash. Yeah, here's a wash light, and it's got a zoomable lens as well, so nice unit. And this one, let's check on the box. Guys, I haven't checked this stuff yet. I'm looking at them as brand new as you. Quite nice. And then said, well, thank you. That's great. I said, no. What is complete? If you've got a beam, you've got a wash, you've got to complete it with you got it, a spot. And there they brought it, the spotlight. So I've got 3 lights I've got to check out. Sure. That's a lot. I first thought, you know what, I'll do 3 separate like shows on this. I thought, no man, they're a family, they're a unit. So you've got one range, the FUZE range. This one's also 75 watt, by the way, in case you want to know. But if you don't know, do I go for beams? Do I go for wash? Do I go for spot? Do I go for them all? They made one range with all 3, which is a nice setup, a nice group, and they fall under the FUZE range. So let's start doing this unpacking. Now the one I already opened, the one I did open, I just had to check it. I'm quite a fan of washes. I just wanted to, I was a bit naughty on this one. But they were sent to me brand new. Okay, so here we go. So I'll start with the one we've opened. Okay, table is cleared. Let's have a look at this wash light. So they send a few papers, of course just a few of the other brands. They do like a professional range and a DJ range with 2 different price brackets, which are nice. And the thing I always like about their products is they have a whole channel list. So a lot of times some brands I have to like find the channels, so I've got to manually look through the channels and that. So I really like that they send this paper, all the channels are there ready. So if the profiles is not loaded in your lighting program, then you can just go and program in a set or a profile as we call it. And then it's just the usual book with the do's, don'ts, connections, manual, master, how to connect them, how to use if you have a remote with it. Then we go on. Okay, let's see if we can get this thing out. Oh, just be careful with this. Let's see if we can slide it out. Oh, nice. Ta-da! Ta-da! Okay, so I see they packaged it quite nice. There we go, and things are falling out. Let's see what we've got. Okay, I assume this is the brackets. Let's see. Got a clear view there with you, Regan. Great. Regan's my cameraman today. Thank you, Regan. You got to say, oh nice. Oh, quite a, oh nice butterfly clips, and it's got like a clip system. So this clips in and holds. This is quite nice. They don't have to battle. You know, the smaller lights I do use as well. You got the Allen key, and then you lose the Allen key. You know, so this is quite a nice change for the more pro stuff. You just push it in there, and it holds. But just, I want to let you guys know, when you hang a light, please get a safety cable. Always wrap a safety cable around it. Yes, it's seldom that it can happen that something fall off, but it does happen. And the last thing you need is a dancer or somebody on the stage and kotoch. That will not be good. Especially for the light, my cameraman says, wow. Hey, you're more worried about the light than the person. Fair enough. As you see on this unit, there is where the mounting bracket goes on if you hang it, and there's a safety cable that goes around the trussings. Roger, good to use them. as I picked it up, I really felt it had quite a nice weight to it. This plastic, but it feels solid, which is nice. Nice little unit. You can feel it's got some weight going there. As you can notice on this unit, it's got only 3-pin XLRs. More of the mid-range and low-range and mid-range equipment do 3-pin now. I know a lot of people are going to complain and say, oh, we want 5-pin, but this is where it's going. And most people use 3-pin. And then there's on off switch and your fuse bay. And we will put it on just later. There's all your panels and everything that goes on. And it's got such a nice face, doesn't it? Yes. Okay. 6 LEDs, rated 10 watts each. And I can see, I'm not going to do this manually. I don't want to damage the gears. But you can see that moves. So it just makes the wash wider or a bit narrower. Nice little light. Let's see what else is hiding here. Okay. There's your power con. They give you a remote with it. I generally don't use the remotes. I like, you know, when I buy like this, I will probably have it on my mixer or program that I run. But in the odd case, I suppose if you have to run it freely and so on, just maybe do a little show. There's a remote. It's got the speaker on and oh wow, look at that. Wow, now that impresses me. Guys, now you have no excuse. They actually give you a safety cable. They actually give you one. Wow. Usually I've got to buy my own. So use the thing. Use it. Okay. And then there's just, they don't give you like a link XLR cable. Oh, these guys are really going all out, aren't they? So there's a link cable. It's probably DMX cable. There's a difference between DMX and mic cables. Yes, I'm also guilty. I do sometimes use mic cables, but they do get me in trouble sometimes. So they're not actually meant to do that. And then the power connector. I see it's got that sort of 2-prong. If you're in South Africa, I would probably just cut off for a 3-prong plug. What a lot of people make a mistake, it looks like a 2-prong. It's not a 2-prong. It's actually a 2-prong and there's the earth. So if you buy the right plug, the adapter actually has an earth plate on a plug, and when you plug it in, it earths it. This is a 3-prong plug, not a 2-prong plug. So in South Africa, it's not my favorite plug, but I understand sometimes these things are standard when they come in from overseas. Try to find one maybe with a 3-prong plug. Yes, you can plug it in one of those round 2-prong adapters, but then the unit is not earthed. Okay, so we've got our first unit. Okay, that was light 1. As I said, this clip might be a bit long, but guys, 3 lights. So next light on the list is our, let's see, what we got here. Quite fast, Regan, what we got here? The moving beam. People want to say moving head. It's a moving head, but this is the beam range. Now, as you can see, I haven't opened this one at all anymore. I thought, no, you need to behave yourself. You can't open all 3 already. So I thought I'll wait. Pencil. There's the books. I think it's basically the same one as we saw in light 1, but here we can see again our channel count. And I see even here they give you like, you probably won't see it really now, right now. There's like the gobo wheel and what gobos are all on it. Really smart. And let's see what it looks like. Oh, that feeling of a brand new light coming out of a box. Regan sound effects there. Oh, look at that. Wow, okay. They really, I must hire these guys behind me for a sound effect. We're going to test them just now. So in case you're wondering, I'm going to put them on. We're going to run them. We're going to put some smoke in my big auditorium, and we're going to see what they do. So, go back. So there we go. We've got the unit. I'm just going to open it carefully. Basically the same size as that one. This one is definitely a little bit heavier, I can tell you that. So all the extra parts in the moving it itself for all those wheels in it. As you can see, nice fat optics, so you're probably going to get a nice fat beam from it. I like that idea. Same basically setup. We've got our 3-pin XLRs there, our power con, our switch and our fuse. Nice little handles. You can move them around. And I notice we've got the same sort of clips when you want to fly them. Let me put that down there. Okay. And we've got the same. Again, nice. They actually give you the safety cable. You can use it. Power connection and remote as well if you want to use it. And I'm going to take this out. You've seen it before. It's got the same clip, as you can see, the same clip as our wash light has. And there we go. Second light. It is our Fuse 75 watt B for Beamz. And with Video Magic, poof, table is clean again, instant. And our last light we're pulling out, and here we've got it. The Fuse 75S, which stands for spot. Okay, also 75 watt globe. Let's open this one and see what you got. And I think we're gonna probably by now have figured out basically what you get in these boxes. Let's see if 3 times the charm. So, got a nice little bookie with some extra lights. Oh, some nice lights. Oh, I really want to start looking at one of these washers, these like nice LED washers. Hint, Beamz sent me one. I really want to have a check on that one. Sometimes you just need a nice wash out for people or against the walls. We've got a booklet of do's and don'ts and how to use the device. And then again, a nice channel list. Let's unpack this. Okay, and I suppose you guys can do the sound effects that you want again. Nice. Okay. I like that they package them. It's so much fun because you never know how these things are treated on airports and courier companies. Okay, there we go. Oh. It feels like each one gets heavier. It's just probably me. I think the last 2 I opened were the same weight, plus minus. Okay, there we go. It's got a tighter optical going there because, you know, this is more a spot and not just beams. There we put it down. If you look again, let me grab it. Again, 2 3-pin XLRs, power con, switch, fuse, and your manual display. In the back, we've got that same bracket that doesn't need a screwdriver or a Allen key and so, which is great. And then cables. But that's great. Thank you. 3-prong plug. Perfect. Okay. Maybe that's a newer stock they're bringing in. So, and then got a DMX XLR connector. If you want to link it or plug one in mixer, or if you want to link, you already get a cable. You know, I always said, my friend always said to me, a problem is when you buy a light, you can't just buy the light. If you buy the light, you must buy the cable. You must make sure it's got a lead because it might get somewhere else. So yes, and this one is about, I would say 2 meters. So a decent length. I mean, they could have made it like this and said, no, we did give you a cable. And I say, no, we did give you a cable. No, this one's at least 2 meters, which is nice because if I put a lot of lights, they probably will be 2 meters apart. So this cable is just a light length. And then again, a safety cable. You got it. You fly this thing. You use it. Okay. And there is the layout. And I'm nearly in trouble. And the remote. Quickly for the specs. On that watch, I think I said Fuse 75. My mistake, guys. Sorry, it's a Fuse 6100Z. The reason for that is it's not one solid 75 watt globe, but it has 6 10 watt lights. Red, green, blue, and white, as far as I know. So it has strobe function, and as I said, it's got a controllable wash angle, which is great. So let's move on. Next one. Okay, got a 75 white color one. It's got 12 colors and open. Its beam angle is 2 degrees, quite tight, nicely. 190,000 luminous. I take it it's probably at 1 meter. It's like I said, 3 power or 3-pin XLR, 10 or 12 channel. Let's quickly look in its book, because what it doesn't tell me on the page, I want to see this, is it seems like it's got around 17 gobos. Cool. Yeah, shutter, dimmer. It's got a prism as well, which is nice. I'm not sure how many facet prism it is. We're going to find out just now when we switch this baby on. And then last, here's our spot. So that's what's called a Fuse 75 spot. A single 75 watt LED, 8 colors per and open. Beam angle is around 11 degrees. And let's see on the paper. So what you got? Pan tilt, fine tilt, zoom, speed. But we will go to the studio now. We will switch on. Let's hope Avalites have already a thing for it, so I don't have to program a personality for it. Let me quickly go and update my Avalites and see if it's there. To the main studio. Great. As I was going through my personality list, I see on Use Avalites, I've just got a little Titan 1 program. They are there. Just always remind to update your profiles, guys. You never know when somebody brings another light and you've got to load it. But yes, there they are. But all 3 fuses, the wash version for the beams and for the spots in both modes. And I see as well they show on the capture, which means if you use the virtual unit for Avalites, it will show up there. Ah, bonus, great. I'm just going to patch in some lights quickly, and then we're going to see what they look like. Okay, so first I've got the wash light going there, the Beamz wash. As you can see, it's on, and I'm playing a bit with the colors. There's like a blues going into a pinks, magentas, red, orange. Always find that nice yellow spot. Yellow is a very small spectrum in the bandwidth, going into our greens and blues. Also, what they've done is it's a mixed all-in-one LED, so it's not like when you look at the light itself, you will see that you don't see like all the individual color LEDs making up the color. It's one color. I always like that. So there's a wash color mix, and then let's play a bit with the zoom. Oh, look at that. Open wash. And that's a nice thing that you want a bit control. And you nearly got a bit of a beam effect going there, like a spot effect, which is quite a nice effect. So, oh yeah, look there. Gives you quite a nice beam going there. And let's open it again. So if we wash it, there it opens, that nice wash. Nice light. So very easy to find on my Avalites. All the controls are straightforward, nothing complicated. On its strobing, got our strobes going. Crazy fast strobes to a bit slower strobe. And there we go, that's our wash. So let's move on to the next light. Okay, the next light we're going to quickly look at the fuse beams going there. Let's locate it. Yeah, look at that tight beam. That's quite a nice beam. Let's play a bit around with it. There we go. Really bright. Getting a nice beam all across my studio. My studio is not massive. It's about a 30 meters across, but getting quite a nice beam, as you guys can see there. Let's run it behind there. And it's got quite a bit of speed, which is great. Let's just find a spot we can just keep it and work from. Okay, and then we've got our colors, sort of solid colors going there. I see you can scroll through the colors as well, create a scroll. Seems like they're all solid colors. And then the nice thing's got a bit of a frost effect. So there is a frost effect if you want to create like a frost beam, that could be quite cool on show too. So think about it there. We are doing a show and we've got frost. And sorry, I'm running on my computer, so it takes a bit of time. I'm not using my live desk. And then open frost. Look, that's quite a cool effect. There is a prism, 8-facet prism. The prism can also spin, which is nice. And then some gobos to throw with it. There you can see. I see when I run the gobos on their own, they look a little bit like they're out of focus. But I think the reason for that is if you just have a single beam, to have a gobo effect going, it's not really anything spectacular. But once you split it, then you can really see the effects that's happening on the walls there. Okay, let me just get it a bit, so hopefully we can pick up some of it on the camera. Where am I going? Okay. Does that effect show on the camera? Thank you. So as you can see, let me go back to our gobos, and then there's quite a few. Oh, that's a nice one. Got a few gobos. Oh, a lot of circles going there. And then again, we can, it's got like a bit of a shake effect. If you want the shake effect fixed, you can also scroll through them. Frost, clear. I'm just going to go open again and take off that prism back to spot. And that's a spotlight. Really nice little light. Like I said, they're quite small, and that 75 watt LED really delivers. And let's get to our last light. Let's clear that one. We're going into our spot now. We're going to locate it. There we go. As you can see, the beam is a bit fatter, of course. It's a fixed beam, this one. There's a beam, got quite a nice equal light output over the whole circle on it. What is nice about this one, just to give an idea, is let's jump there quickly. Let's go into a gobo, and if your gobo's a bit out, no, you don't actually have to go to the front and go and turn the wheel. This one actually has a focus. That's cool. Maybe you want to out of focus. Look how cool that looks for some reason. But it does have electronic focus. There, it's focused now. For me, positions. Also, nice fast moving light. And guys, guess what I found when I was playing with it? I'll just show it against the wall there. It does have a 3-facet prism. But it does not spin around, but it has a 3-facet prism, which is nice. Let me just find gobos again. I'm getting lost here. You've got your position, so got a nice big light going there. And then of course, let's look at our colors. Got our colors, all solid colors as well. I don't seem to find a function that I can split the colors. But these are not, oh, look at that orange. What a nice orange. I'm a bit of a fan of orange and yellow, believe it or not. You can scroll through them if you want to. Oh, that's a bit rough. So you can have a scroll effect if you want that effect running. Let's go back just to, let's play a bit with the strobe effects. There we go. Guys, these are nice lights. These lights, you know, to buy a set like these, it would be nice to get like 2 washers, maybe 4 or 6 of those beams, and maybe 4 or even 6 of these spots. You will have a really good setup to start in a bit more of a professional side of the industry. Well, that was fun playing with them. I'm going to call them the trio, beam, wash, spot. Did well, as you saw, they look great. If you want to know more about the lights, or if you want to buy the lights, please, there will be a link below. Go and support our shop, our store. It is there for sale as well. And go and have fun, man. Buy a couple of these things, see how well they work. And till next time, guys, just before I say bye-bye, as usual, please subscribe to our channel. It does help to get more things out there, or more content out there. And I'm gonna have fun playing with him a bit more once I've switched off here. Till next time.